Hey Gabe, how's it going? This is Jason with Digital eSource. Gabe, I am going to go through your website and I'm going to go through it just in the same way I go through it with potential clients of mine. I know we've been friends for a while and I've known you a while, but I'm going to look at your website, go through the same process that I do for clients, and give you the whole feel and the gist of what I do and the free consultation and the free data approach that I give potential clients, just like anybody else. So I'll start at the beginning. So in this video, I'm going to show you basically things that can help you now with your website and potentially bring in more leads, bring in more customers. And I'll tell you why I do these videos. Number one, I like educating potential clients about things that they may not have known about their presence and online presence. And I feel like this approach leads with value up front and builds trust from day one. So by the end of this video, you like what you see, like what you hear. Maybe you want to hear more or see more. We can schedule a time to talk through more of the details. All I ask at the end of this is to get some feedback from you of what you thought of this video. So why don't we get started? So I did take a look at your site. It's a great clean site, by the way. I like how it's laid out. Great reviews right here, and you've got a blog and everything. So you have a lot of great content. I feel like on your website, it's not too busy. Great data. Obviously, you are data-driven real estate, so I would expect nothing less. Your mission over here. Let's see. Oh, this is a great picture, by the way, and your profile, and then great blog. Lots of articles in your blog. I can scroll all the way down, maybe, and then your listings over here. When I clicked on the search for homes, notice that it links back to Boise Premier Real Estate, which is the company that you're a part of under their umbrella. So that great overall site, by the way. The word count is a little low on a homepage. What I typically like to see and what Google likes to see is about 1,500 words of content on your homepage. You've got about 475, so a little shy there, but we're talking through more of the details here. So why don't we get started? So one of the tools that I use to analyze websites is SEMrush. It's a great, powerful analytics tool. So I'll give you a brief overview of what's going on with your site in SEMrush, because it can offer you a host of insights. We're going to go through some of those insights, and next we'll look at some of your top market competitors in the real estate market, other real estate agents pages, and also I'll give you some recommendations. How if I could help improve your website, gain more traffic, because ultimately that's what the point of a website is all about, right? More traffic visiting your site equals more customer leads, equals more paying clients and sales for your business. So let's jump into this and see where your site's currently at. So over here in the SEO section, this is the dashboard of your site right here. So the authority score is one of SEMrush's proprietary metrics. It measures a domain's reputability. It accounts for the number and the quality of your backlinks, organic search, traffic, authenticity of your site. So a 5 is in that low 0 to 9 range. So it's a low score. It means that your backlinks are providing a lot of power. It reflects also your low monthly traffic over here sitting at 4. And what that means is it's estimating about 4 visitors a month only coming to your page. And if you look over here in the traffic analytics section, this is for the last 6 months. So you've only had about 77 visits to your page in the last 6 months. It's basically pretty much flatlining here. Um, there's only a little uptick in the last over 2 months here at the end. And also, it's a 100% bounce rate. So what that means is visitors are clicking on your site, they're not finding the content really engaging, and they're just leaving the site. So those are a pretty bad indication of just how engaging your site is. And one of the things that I also noticed, so let's get into some of these. I'll start with your backlinks. Well, real quick, I'll give you some insight, a little more insight into your traffic. So this is what your site has done for the last years. So you did have a little uptick in your traffic back in September this past fall, where your traffic actually went up to 180 visitors, but it was for a very short time. So maybe you were doing something for a short time, a month, maybe some SEO, whatever you did, it boosted up your traffic significantly, but then it just dropped in the following month. So but the SEO is what I do, and I can get you way past that amount of traffic coming into your site, which will give you a lot more potential clients for your business. So let's take a look. I want to show you. what is going on with your other metrics here. Oh, the other thing to notice, so I guess we'll start with your backlinks. So if you don't know anything about backlinks, offer a lot of power to your site. So they're a key metric of website optimization. And what they do, it basically works like one site links to your site, and that is giving your site more power and authority in Google's eyes. It's kind of like a popularity contest where the more links you have going directing back to your site, that brings your site more visibility. And they're really important in the world of websites because they can help your site obviously become higher and rank higher in the search rankings in Google. And quality links are better than quantity. So right here in your backlinks summary, what I can see is most of your links, almost 95% of your links are coming from the lowest range of authority score sites. So they're not providing what I like to call that link juice or linking power to your site. And that's 104. These are referring domains. So out of 100, and you've got 110 referring domains contributing to your backlinks. Those are basically other websites referring domains, and that's where your backlinks come from. So 104 of the 110 links that you have are from super low authority score sites, so they're not providing a lot of power. You've got only a few that are in the higher ranges here, and a little deeper dive into your backlinks. So you're increasing the backlinks over time. Okay, so this is for the last year. But one of the things about backlinks, if nobody is maintaining these links, then you will be losing them as you go. And some of them become inactive or the links become broken if they're not updated. And I'll show you what's going on with that over here. So if we look at your actual backlinks, so this will pull up the actual backlinks that you have. And I'll show you the ones that you're losing. So it's pulling up 24 of those 226 backlinks that you have. 24 you're losing. The link was removed. You see this in red over here. Links removed. No follow is also a pretty bad indicator. No follow links really don't do your website any good, and they don't provide any power. So there's a few of those also. So if nobody's managing these things, and I didn't notice if you had a management company that's managing your site, but they could be doing a lot better of a job managing your site, basically. So we're going to go next to your keywords. So you've got 39 keywords, and what keywords are, if you don't know, if you embed the right keywords into your site's content and your images, it's going to help drive more traffic to your site because of when people, that semantic and direct search where people type in, and I'll give you a direct example here. So these are your 39 keywords. So your two of the visitors coming in to your site a month, they're searching directly for your data-driven real estate brand. So they're basically branded. But if somebody doesn't know your business, and this is where organic search comes in, and they're just searching for, I'll just pick one of your keywords here. So if they're just looking for information, cities around Boise, or I'll pick a better one. That's actually your highest. So the highest volume keyword you have is what county is Boise, Idaho in? So apparently a lot of people are searching for that particular phrase because they're probably from out of state and they have no idea what county Boise's in. So a lot of people are searching for that, and this is the buyer's intent or the searcher's intent. So most of your keywords are actually informational. So that means somebody's just looking for information. They're not looking necessarily to buy, but I guess that would be one of the key things about a real estate agent's website. That's more of what you're putting out on your site, more information for them. You've got a lot of data explaining what's going on in the real estate market, and that helps buyers build their confidence in your abilities to help them maybe sell their home or help them buy a home in the Boise area. So I guess that's a good thing. Most of the business I deal with and clients have a commercial intent because they're offering services or products for people to buy. Informational would be a key intent for you and your type of business. So that's a key one. And if you rank higher for this, so right now, this is the position of these keywords, this column right here. And and this corresponds almost directly to the position in a Google search for that term. So if somebody's searching for what county is Boise, Idaho in, specifically, you're going to be on position 81, which is so far down the Google search pages, maybe number page 20. So nobody goes, in this day and age, nobody goes past the first page of a Google search. It's people just don't have time for that because most people are really searching quickly on their phones and they're just going with that first page. So if you're not getting on the first page, and that means in the top first seven positions, typically, if you're not in the first seven positions here in this position column, then you are not showing up. Nobody's seeing you. So the only one that you're actually showing up in is Ada County cities. You're in position 7 for that search right there, and that is it. You've got some that are one that's in the map listings right here. That's the location search for real estate in Star, Idaho. But even there, you're not showing up it's not bringing you any traffic in. And the volume there is pretty low at 40 searchers a month. These little colored dots over here, that's the keyword difficulty, explaining how difficult it might be to rank for those keywords. So any of these keywords we could help you rank for and actually find better ones that your competitors are using. So let's take a look actually now at your site's health. This is one of the things I always do for my clients, looking at what kind of errors, what kind of warnings, on your site. And so your site health overall is at 86, which isn't bad, but if you look at the top 10% of websites, they're all at least a 92%. You've got 149 pages overall that the crawling bots have crawled. 4 healthy, 2 are broken, 133 have issues, 10 have redirects. The biggest takeaways I see here is your AI search could be a lot better. There's a lot of your site's optimizations at just the SEO level just aren't filtering up to the AI search. So the AI is not really looking at your site for any kind of answers that people might be searching for. ChatGPT or the Google bots, Microsoft Copilot or whatever they're searching for. You've got 19 errors. One of the notable things there, so some of your pages are slow, 4 pages are slow, and you've got 31 pages that are missing metadata, almost the same amount missing H1 tags. So if I go into some of this stuff, and I don't have time to go into all this, but you've got 10 links that couldn't be crawled because they got the incorrect URL. 4 internal links that are broken. 4 pages, have the slow speed. 1 page returned a 404 error, which was one of your blog pages. And this is what that looks like. I'm not sure where this was, but that's where it's under blogs coming from your site. So just wanted to put your attention to some of these things, and then almost 700 warnings with issues with your JavaScript and CSS files, which actually are contributing to some of your pages loading slower. So these are easy fixes. Somebody that knows what they're doing with websites, I can definitely help fix a lot of these issues. But let's look at your competitors now. So what I did, if I was searching for homes or for realtors that could help me in the Treasure Valley, I would simply search for Treasure Valley Realtors. So that's exactly what I did here for this search, Valley Realtors. So we're going to look into organic listings. A lot of people do use the map listings, and I can optimize for that as well. But these are the organic listings down here. So we're going to start with like Treasure Valley Dave and Silver Creek Realty. I don't worry about these directory listings, like Facebook or Yelp. Um, they're not always pop up for any kind of search, but they're not specifically real estate or in the realtor market. Of course, realtor.com, Boise Regional Realtor. We're not going to look at directory listings, but just your direct competitors. So Lacey, Bishop Real Estate is another one. Um, like look at Thrive. So in no particular order, we're going to look at Thrive first. These guys right here are one of your direct competitors. This is how they are stacking up in SEMrush. So they do have a good authority scores anywhere between 10 and 19. They have almost 1,000 people coming to their site. And if you look here in the traffic, so they all is indicative of them doing some kind of SEO campaign, plain and simple. So they did something, maybe they tapered off or stopped it. And so when you stop a search engine optimization campaign, the results are going to go back down. So that's what I see right here. Okay. They're up there. Thousands of people, they probably stopped it because they had too many calls. Their phone was probably ringing off the hook. I couldn't keep up with the messages, so they probably stopped it. So it's right back under 1,000 now. But at one point, their traffic was over 11,000. They had a huge amount of traffic, so they a lot more backlinks, keywords that they're ranking for. Okay, so they're really doing a lot of things right to get their visibility and up in the search rankings to be able to be on that first page of Google. Your next one was Treasure Valley Dave. Okay, so right off the bat, he's got some great title tags here. Idaho, your best quality real estate in Idaho's Treasure Valley. And some really engaging videos. What I noticed on YouTube and everything, he's got a ton of videos. But this is how it's got a little lower authority score of 11, but it's still a good score. And he's got a great amount of traffic. He's right here. This is telling me his traffic curve going up. This is telling me he is implementing probably some kind of a really aggressive SEO campaign. That's the only way you're going to get a traffic increase like that. So over 1,500 visitors a month coming in. He's got a ton of backlinks, 6,600 backlinks, over 800 organic keywords that he's ranking for as well. So he's doing a lot of great things SEO wise. Got Lycee Bishop Real Estate. Okay, so their authority score of 18 and a little better there, almost 2,000 organic traffic right there. They did have some uh, paid advertising campaigns over here that did boost up a little bit, but paid advertising is one of those things you turn it on and you get your phone ringing off the hook. But as soon as you turn it off, the phone stops ringing. So that's what happens here. Organic SEO is more of this slow increase right here that you see there. So they're doing a lot of great things, a lot of keywords that they're ranking for, backlinks. Okay, so last look at Silver Creek. I know the name, and you're probably very familiar with Silver Creek as well, but this is what they look like when I look at them and analyze them in SEMrush. So authority score of 27. So excellent score. Anything above a 20 is an excellent score. They've got a ton of traffic coming in, huge amount of backlinks, over 23,000 backlinks and almost 3,000 organic keywords. They are consistently doing SEO month after month, year over year, doing SEO campaigns. So that is the kind of results that you're going to get. It's never going to drop if you're consistently doing some kind of search engine optimization each month, which does cost each month, but they are reaping the benefits of that with their search rankings and visibility. So I'm going to do kind of a quick comparison of you with your other that I just mentioned in this thing called a backlink gap analysis. So these are directory listings, and what they are doing is you list your business name, address, phone number, and these directories, and they give you a portion of the monthly traffic that those sites are getting. And the big thing to take away here is your competitors are using these sites. Okay, if you go all the way down this list, competitors are using some of them might not be using all of these directory sites, and what these are things like they're online directories. A lot of them could be there's Realtor.com right there. 103 million visitors a month go to Realtor.com. And Gabe, you're not listed in Realtor.com. Why? Why aren't you there? Your competitors are. Sometimes they're listed. Creators listed 69 times. With into that Realtor.com directory, but you're not. You got to get listed in things like that. There's a potential traffic that could be coming to your site. Believe it or not, a lot of people still use Yahoo. 2.6 billion you looking at Yahoo for different things. So get yourself listed in things like Yahoo. Zillow, that's another directory listing. Everybody knows Zillow, 276 million users a month on Zillow. So get yourself listed in some of these directories. My team is very adept at getting uh, these sites. This is what I call and your business listed in these directories. So can help with that area of opportunity there. This is your keyword gap between you and the blue, that little dot right there, and your other competitors, and how you're overlapping in your keyword implementation on your. So a lot that are shared between you and competitors. So you're missing these two key realtors in Boise, Idaho, and real estate agents in Boise. Okay, Elisa Bishop is ranked for the first page for those two, and that's something that we can help as well with. But there's about 4,000 keywords untapped that we could easily get you to rank for, depending on their keyword difficulty here in this column. Okay, so there's a ton of that we could distribute throughout your site and actually get them optimized so you could begin getting some of the traffic for those searches. And then real quick, this is kind of an overview of you and other competitors. Okay, this is kind of an overview of the traffic coming in, monthly visits. Okay, over this last 6 months, you see the backlinks, the difference of the other websites. So there's a huge difference. A lot of things that you can be doing uh, to help get you in Google's rankings, more visibility, which is going to give you more leads, more traffic, and eventually customers. Let's review kind of what we went over No, I talked about a bunch of things, but we went through your site's domain analytics and SEO profile, your site's health audit, errors, warnings. Lastly, we compared you and your top competitors. Remember, this is only the tip of the iceberg, Gabe, that I can show you. But you can see there's a lot of competition in the real estate market. A lot of other real estate agents have websites, and they're getting a lot of traffic, to their sites. And so, but we're sites. I can do the same thing for you, get you up there, gain you that more traffic. We're going to bring you leads and eventually more customers. Which I know your customers too. So, so if you'd like help implementing any of these right now or areas of opportunity on in this video, let's talk further. So, and Gabe, I just want to thank you, for taking the time to this. I do hope you learned something, and I hope you can see that I'm passionate about educating my clients or future clients and executing campaigns that bring results, drive business growth. I'm really in the belt long-term relationships with my client. This is what I love to do, is help businesses and especially local and small businesses to be more successful. So I'll follow up with you in a few days, questions that you may have, or you can call or email me back if you'd like to get in touch right away and see how digital eSource can help your business achieve greater success. So, Gabe, again, it's Jason, and I look forward to from. Take care.